Hey guys, it's Adam aka Swimming Bird, and welcome to Splatterday Night Live. This is Splatoon 1, but we've got plenty of Splatoon 2 news to talk about. Dwayne, it's not quite Valentine's Day yet, but I appreciate the sentiment. So let's get into it. I'm going to jump into some turf wars, and as you can see in the upper right, the lobby here, then you can see in the upper right that I'm just about to level at long last. It's been a long time in level 46, but I'm close to 47 now that we've started playing in these actual matches again here. So I do a lot of private battles with you guys, so don't get too much experience from that. But we're going to jump into a normal match, and then of course anyone on my friends list right now can jump in and join and get into the next one here. We're on Kelp Dome, and I think Mahi is the other Turf Wars one currently, but it's going to change in about 30 minutes or so. And this is going to be the last weekend with this friends list. I am maxed out at 100 right now, but of course I will clear it out next weekend, and I'll tweet out like I always do. At SwimmingBird941 is the Twitter, and let you guys know when it is open to let you guys send that request. It is SwimmyBird with a Y is the Nintendo Network ID for this account here with Splatoon, and of course the normal one, SwimmingBird941, is my Smash one, so I have a separate friends list for that to make sure that get as many of you guys in here, because of course maxed out at 100. I have a ton of requests already, but that doesn't mean you can't get in on this stuff. You just gotta, make sure you send that request and make sure that you mention Splatoon as well, so that, ooh, man, they were hopping all over the place, and there goes an Inkzuka. Should be careful with that. This guy's gonna try to get in there, but trying to hold him back with the bombs and lock this place down, really make sure nobody is sneaking up on us. Definitely key. And in this mode, I always forget, but there's no way for them to use the side area to get over here. Unlike ranked, there's not as many ways up into the center of Kelp Dome, except we got people around the side here on the way over. They're gonna probably jump over that middle part as soon as they get a chance, so I'm gonna be careful and watch out for my buddies. They might just be lurking over here waiting. There they go. There's the Kraken. He's gonna eat my bomb. I can keep them at bay. They're too afraid to get splatted there, so they're not gonna bother with that. Let's kind of block that guy off. I have to watch my back. Holding down the middle here is kind of tough. Not as bad in ranked. And I am using the Splattershot Junior. It's weird how I've looped around to use the Junior again. Oh, I almost got him there. He seemed to slip away. Oh no, we're in a bad way here. Try to throw that. Get my bubble going. Can stop these guys. Man, they're all over, making this rather tough, especially when they're hopping around with their burst bomb. But yeah, the Splattershot Junior, I feel like returning to that, it's always been one of the more well, not balanced necessarily, because it's got that bubbler, but it is one of the better weapons despite being the first that we receive in the game. So it is kind of a safe bet in most modes. Definitely works well in turf wars because you got a very fast turf covering shot. Let me see if I can kind of throw that down. I gotta look out because they're gonna hit me through the staircase. I might go around the other way. Oh, except we got people, yeah, they really pushed in as we went along here and took over a ton of this turf. Let's throw that over and then maybe I'll... They didn't seem to come back for that area. Where are they going? They're just throwing sprinklers. They're really just trying to keep us away from this side turf, I think. Not let us get into the center. And there they go in the last second. I'm going to try to get over here and get some of the middle, but it probably won't matter. Yeah, they took the middle and we never got it back in the end there. Still going to get some experience, though. That's how Turf Wars is. And you get a little in ranked, but yeah, losing in ranked is a little sadder because you lose rank and then you also don't get much. But that wasn't too bad. We tried our best here. I don't know what happened because they were really slow at the start, and then my team seemed to not do too well towards the end. But next match, we're going to have you guys in there. We are 5 points away from 47, and then hundreds and hundreds of points from max level. But I'm still, sticking with that goal of trying to hit that before Splatoon 2 comes out. Should be not too bad to get to that point. Keep practicing. Han says, thoughts on Switch Pikmin? I'm pretty excited for that. The rumors are, I actually just watched a Pikmin-related thing last night, so I've been thinking about it. But the rumors are that it might be a reboot instead of like a Pikmin 4. It might actually kind of be a good entryway for people who've never played any of the Pikmin games. And I'm kind of excited about that. I watched, though, the Japanese Pikmin 3 Direct. Somebody had linked to it, and it had Miyamoto, of course, the creator of Pikmin, Mario, Zelda, all this stuff, but he also had Matsumoto, who's a famous Japanese comedian. It was pretty funny, but also it was interesting to see like an early look at Pikmin 3, especially from someone's perspective who hadn't played it before and stuff like that. Matsumoto he's a comedian, but he had kind of an insightful quote about Miyamoto, because Miyamoto was talking about training, like how much longer he can make games for. And this was back in 2013 or so it was years ago. And he even said, hey, maybe Matsumoto was joking and was like, when's the next Pikmin coming out, even though this one was just about out. But he was kind of joking about that, but Miyamoto even said maybe 5 years from now, which is going to be 2018. So that might be right on the money for that. Look out for this guy, because he's got his blaster. He can't quite reach me, but he is going to lure me into a bad spot there. Maybe I can get him, though, in time. He's a Kraken. Oh, man, he managed to get over the barrier, but he got pushed in. Booyah! I'll booyah that. But anyway, so Miyamoto was saying, you know, it's gonna take a bit, but by the time the next Pikmin is ready, he's gonna be around like 70 years old, and he's, you know, kind of scaled back on development. He's letting other developers do a lot of the work, and he's kind of like advising them. You know, he's trying to set up the next generation of Nintendo developers. That's the idea with a lot of, you know, stuff like Splatoon here. This was made by some of the younger generation who maybe played second fiddle or worked on the teams for Mario Galaxy and some of the other, you know, Animal Crossing, stuff like that. But now they've had their own opportunity finally to make their own game with Splatoon, and it turned out really well. But at the same time, it's jeez, trying to think and process all this while we're going all over the place. Nope, he's cracking in. Ow! Yeah! This is going to be tough to get back in there, but... So anyways, the idea that Miyamoto, or Matsumoto rather, their names are rather similar, but he was talking about Miyamoto basically creating his own Pikmin, like his proteges, the people he's been training to pick up the, you know, the next generation of Nintendo developers. And he had an insightful quote about, you know, he's making all these other Pikmin, training people to take over his shoes, and then when Miyamoto dies, the Pikmin will all carry him back and make new Pikmin. It was kind of a grim image, but it was very, you know, like, they're gonna take the new generation of developers are spawning from Miyamoto, so it is like they're his Pikmin he's raising up. So it was kind of, it was a little grim, but it was a really cool, like, analogy. But anyways, so Pikmin Switch, we don't know much about that. I got a little sidetracked there, but I'm just thinking about that. I feel like the other team has some better players, like Gustavo, of course. He's always doing really well in these matches. We're going to try to push in here at the last second, but nope, he's spawn camping. He knows exactly where I'm jumping out. Man, Gustavo, I feel like he's a camera ham where he's always focusing on me. No, he's just trying to play. But at the same time, I'm like, man, every time I get killed, seems like it's him. So anyways, yeah, I'm excited to see what they're going to bring to Pikmin Switch. It seems like it's going to be really detailed. You know, they always do really nice, detailed, realistic graphics. And seeing that, it was almost like all my friends list against me and the Japanese players. Seeing that on the Switch, it's going to be even, you know, Pikmin 3 still really looks really good. And a lot of I don't know how it's going to work, though, because a lot of the developers that worked on the Pikmin series ended up popping up in the Splatoon team, so it was like, yeah, I don't know if hopefully they haven't like poached all the talent from the Pikmin developers. Okay, so let's see here. Someone said, "Shut up and just play." This is you know, if you want just gameplay, search for gameplay. This is a commentary with gameplay. All right, but yeah. I'm excited for that. I want to hear more news about it. I think we might get some at E3 because it's probably close to being done. We'll do one more with this group and weapon, and then I'm gonna switch off here once it's almost all people from the friends list, and then I'll try something else because I do like the junior, but shooter weapons are never my forte for the most part. I'm just trying to get a little bit more versed in these because when Splatoon 2 comes out, if I want to use the new Splat Dualies, this is a really good intro weapon to that. I can kind of recommend this for anyone who's trying to, who wants to get good at the dualies, is use like an arrow spray or a Splattershot Junior or one of those types of weapons, because the range is actually very similar, as well as the spread of ink, because it has those two reticles that it's going to fire out. So it has a bit wider range than some of the other stuff. I probably didn't need that bubbler. I threw it out there just the same. So yeah, I think this is a good intro weapon to the new dualies, although you're going to have to get used to a lot of different stuff, like the rolling and all that sort of thing. Let's see. Also, the range is so wide, except for once you get in there and roll and you got that one focused reticle, you got to be a little bit more exact than you would with these weapons to actually hit people with the dualies. And there's a lot of turf back here I'm trying to get, but I also don't want to leave my team in the center too long, because this is what happens. They're not far enough. This is what happens. They get all bombarded when they're outnumbered. Jeez. Yeah, this is definitely working out to the yellow team's favor right now. That defense up was helping him. I don't think I was close enough to really hit him. I'm going to switch over to a brush, I think, at least for a bit, because that is my preferred weapon. The ink brush definitely works well in turf wars too, so I think that's my next move here after this match. Alright, ooh, gotta look out, they're all over the place. As soon as I get down into the center area, it's like they're kind of hiding. Yeah, someone's like hiding up on the side where we really should be stopping them from getting into our turf there. Let's look out. We might be able to push in here and take them out if we're fast enough. Jeez, should have had him there, but didn't quite work out that way. Flanked on both sides. Okay, and again, I need to be keeping track of everyone's rank and level, because when we go into private battles, I gotta do my best. It's all on me to balance these teams, because it's completely randomized. We should start getting into the Splatoon 2 news, so I'll do that when I switch weapons here. But yeah, lots of news this week, or at least one huge piece of news that we've been waiting to hear about: Spectator mode. But the U.S. side of the Splatoon Tumblr and everything has been posting a lot of the stuff that you might not have seen on the Japanese account. And they're gonna push right in here and try to get me. Jeez, these guys are like vultures, all swarming in on one person. Definitely better team synergy than Pink Team. Okay, so yeah, Splatoon 2. Let's talk about the news. So a lot of this stuff, I'm gonna just cover some of the stuff that was on the Japanese Twitter account, but the U.S. Tumblr posted about the Splatling and Slosher. Both weapons that were added in 2.0 in this game are returning for Splatoon 2, and they are gonna mostly be the same. I think they're gonna get different sub-weapons, they said, and everything's getting different specials, so they will be different sets than what we're used to, but they are supposed to play the same. They might not get any upgrades like the roller and the splat charger have gotten that we've seen so far. We'll see, though. I don't know if they're just going to put them in as is. They do have different looks, at least. Like, they added suspension springs on the Slosher, so it kind of, you can see them on here, but they're a little different on the new one. And then the Splatling, the normal one, the heavy Splatling, has the barrel at an angle, kind of closer to the Hydra, wherever that is. Yeah, it's a little closer to this, maybe a little more angled, towards like a 45-degree angle, so it looks closer to the normal heavy Splatling. But yeah, mostly just differences in appearance, but they are changing them up a little bit. And then the map that we saw, Barnacle Sports Club, I think was the Japanese name, that is actually going to be called Musselforge Fitness in the West. So I don't know if that'll be the European name as well, but Musselforge Fitness. I'm not sure if Musselforge, like, I know muscles, obviously, it's a sea creature and a part of the body that you work at a gym, so that pun checks out. But the forge part, I'm not sure. You're just kind of forging your muscles, I guess. But yeah, so that has a nice ring to it, Musselforge Fitness. Maybe they wanted the double, the F in there. We got members of SMAP in here, the famous Japanese boy band that disbanded. But yeah, I think they're trying to go for alliteration with Forge Fitness. But yeah, so that's the name of that one. And then the big news that was just tweeted out by the developers, as well as, oh, I want to be the Squid Girl team with the blue. The news that was just tweeted out by the developers, but also posted on the US Tumblr, is Spectator mode. And this is very exciting because we kind of knew this was on the way, And it is, specifically with this type of live stream setup, this is going to be amazing. I am very excited for being able to actually have real tournaments in this game and be able to spectate without having to just kind of hang out and hide and have... Jeez. They just kind of glanced it across the ground and got me there. Well, Rem's being a jerk. Yeah, that was such a quick snipe where they just like slid it across and got me. So yeah, the spectator mode, we know details on how it's going to actually work, and it's too far with this weapon. Can't get close to this guy. Too good with the range blaster. It seems like the range blasters are getting even more and more popular. Kind of keeping them in a little spot there, but I don't know if it'll work out forever. Let's see if I can throw that in, get my Kraken, and then maybe get in here and then throw that down and then get him. There we go. Had to use something to break through. Make sure that sniper's not after me, or I'm being tracked, which is never great. But yeah, so that the spectator mode. So how does it work? There actually is 2 extra slots in these matches for spectators, non-players. When you do private battle specifically, you can have a 9th and 10th person, and they are the spectators, of course, and they will be able to view the map in the a live battle view of everything that's happening, not just the map, but you get to hover above with an aerial view of the battlefield, and you can zoom in and out. You'll see kind of X-ray silhouettes of players, which is really nice. So you get to see exactly where they are and look around, and hopefully, this is something that's meant for common, official kind of ranked tournaments and esports, that sort of thing, where you got to be careful, because if someone's, you're letting people spectate, they might tell the other teammates where you are and what you're doing. So yeah, that's not something you want to just have open to the people on that team that can communicate with their buddies. But you'll be able to, zoom around, fly over the battlefield, and then the control pad buttons, as well as A, B, X, and Y, are all used to switch between players, and they will lock on, they'll be set to a certain player and certain setup for the whole match. So it's rather than cycling through players, you can just use that to know exactly who you are trying to... That's not a... trying to hit that with the the bomb. I wasn't really thinking there. But yeah, you'll be able to use that to pick which player you want to watch, and you will see a third-person view behind them. Let's see if I can throw one of these in and get a little bit more at the end. We might have gotten that. So yeah, it's going to be interesting being able to jump around. It looks really cool. The developers had kind of waited a little bit. I wonder if they were working on it up to this point. They hadn't shown it in the past, even when they were showing developer matches. So they were kind of getting it ready, I think, for public consumption. I had both SMAP members on my team, and they did really well. So there we go, and we leveled up. Okay, let's do one more with the brush. At least one more. Get some of you guys in here as well, because that was all other players. But yeah, so the idea for spectator mode, I think it's only going to be private matches, but it is going to be a big step forward for playing this game competitively and organizing it a little easier, as well as it's going to be huge for these types of streams, because then I can actually have real tournaments, set them up, and watch the matches and see all the action instead of hiding on the side. Like I mentioned, if you watched the one tournament I did, that wasn't so great in terms of being able to see everything. So we got Super Bro in here, lots of people popping up. I gotta look out for Rem, because they're gonna taunt me if they end up sniping me. And I saw a trick on this map where you can jump from that one box right at spawn and get all the way over to that other platform really easily. So I may have to try that. It seems like a risk to go in and do that. I really have to be careful, because this is a bad map until all the platforms go down. This is kind of a rough map for playing a close-range weapon. There's not much to hide behind and let me dodge some of this stuff. So I'm gonna be careful here and see what we can do. Yeah, we're going against Rem again, so I gotta... Oh, my teammates are kind of pushing in. Uh-oh, we lost somebody in the drink. You hate to see that happen. But yeah, this is gonna be a little tough hiding. So anyway, spectator mode, they also mentioned a couple things about LAN setups. So of course, if you have switches and you're playing, portably, you can use Wi-Fi or use the internet. You can do that, obviously, if you're connected to a a router and everything. You know, I can't remember the LAN setup with the cable. That's what I use because you're a little more consistent with your connection. But that is going to be available on the Switch as well. I think some people were worried because jumping between portable and TV mode, that might be an issue. But I think it's going to be in there still. And then they mentioned if you want to play locally with your buddies and you have those LAN setups, you don't have to have an internet connection. And that is mostly for people who are trying to do tournaments and stuff like that. So it will be a nice option, and you can do the spectator modes, you know, through that, and not have to worry about having a stable internet connection for all those people to play on in one spot. So that'll be nice. I think the Switch trailer is kind of showing that Nintendo is thinking about they've kind of started to support Smash Brothers in terms of esports and competitive play a lot more in the recent years, especially when Smash Wii U came out. I think they started moving towards doing that more often. Yeah, I'm gonna have a tough time getting into that sniper. Let's see if we can use my Kraken here, though. There we go. Gonna jump in and get this guy before we drop one of those. Ah, he was too far away. I was like, I gotta drop a bomb. It's gonna leave our defenses wide open. This is a rough. Most of these maps are really rough if they have a good sniper. Can I make this? Oh, nah. At least I had a backup plan, but you should be able to jump from that corner to that one little area there, so I'll try my best to, oh man, why did I threw the bomb, hit the corner, and then somehow went into an Ixuka that was on the side, but them's the breaks. That was my time to try to shine, and I messed it up. Go. If we can get in here quick enough. Yeah, they're all over the place, and they've got their sniper, so they're gonna rub it in the last moments, as usual. Here we are in the same spot that we were in before. I got somebody still, but it doesn't matter with the turf. Yeah, they push you back in the middle, then you're gonna have a tough time getting that center. So anyways, yeah, being able to have these types of tournament setups, that's what I'm gonna try to push in the future when Splatoon 2 comes out. Once we see a lot of the new stuff, I'm gonna try to set up tournaments again, now that it'll be a lot easier. And yeah, I think that's the majority of the news that came out this week. The big news, they tend to put it right before the weekend or right during the weekend. They'll reveal something like a new map or new weapons and stuff like that, and they went with the spectator mode, so I know a lot of people were interested in that. I want to jump into ranked, but then you guys can't get in there. I'm gonna do one ranked here because I've been doing ranked on my own a little bit more so I can actually focus and hone in on trying to play. My rank has gone up a bit, it might go down. I'm gonna limit myself to one ranked match just to see how I do. I might even try to focus a little more and not talk as much. But now that we've gotten through the news. But yeah, let me see how I do on here, because I love Black Belly. We're not going to it, though. Splat zones. Alright, let's try this. I'm going to use my ink brush here, the permanent. And I got... Ooh, I love seeing the legendary capper on my side, but I don't like seeing the other side having so many chargers. That is going to be rough. And again, we're not playing turf wars here. We're in ranked, so I got to be quick about getting in there. Try to set up some side areas here for me to get in and around, throw my bombs into the zone, and move over. Oh, careful now. Ah, man, they went over there quick. I forgot about those ramps. I have not played Bluefin in non-Turf Wars modes in a while. I tend to look for when there's maps that I actually enjoy playing a little more to get into ranked and try doing that. But, man, I always forget the zone. What the? Well, that was rough. Sorry, team. I always forget the zone is only on one side in this map, too, and then if you don't look before the match starts, you're kind of like, oops, there's the zone there. I wonder if I could get over and watch the other side a little bit more, or infiltrate around the edge, because we've got some guys going over here. I might try to use my Kraken and just get in there. Man, they're shooting over me, being a jerk. I'm gonna zip around and then Kraken my way and then jump in and maybe I'll get this. There we go. Alright, but look out. That was so risky. But we could, you know, if we're up in the zone, we can maybe keep it a little bit better than having a ton of chargers that can't even get into the right area. Then we take them out and they're gonna have a tough time getting back in. Alright. Risky play on my part, but it seemed like it might have paid off a little bit. Trying to watch that side now that I, know that they're gonna move around there and try to get us. Keep my buddy's feet inked. Look out. Ooh. Jeez, they're like right up in this area. Trying to snipe us. Oof. Man, they're all over the place here. Giving us such a tough time. Here comes a Kraken. Ah! I squidded when I should have kidded and hit him with it. That brush. Alright. Oh, this is a risky jump. Should I do it when he's like on an area where they might not see my spot? That's so risky. Why did I do that? Alright, I think we're okay actually. As long as no one notices me here. I might be able to jump in and throw it. Nah, that was bad. What am I doing? Throw that down. And look out, because they know I'm up here. This is kind of keeping them out of here a little bit, though. Look out, buddy. Oh, man, he was right in there, too, and it didn't get him. There we go. All right. Just look out for whoever's around. No, no, no. And they got control there while I was messing with that. Okay, focus, focus, focus. Gotta jump in and get back into it. Luckily, my team is kind of picking up the slack for me messing up a little bit here. Oh, nice. All right. Witnessed a first-hand splat there from charger to charger. I think my job should just be really, cover all of this when they're messing about with trying to fight the chargers. I should be covering it. Man, holding that Kraken back is tough if I'm not ready for it. They're going around there. He's gonna have a tough time dealing with that guy, so I should get in quick. Okay, they got him. Good, good, good. Snipe me! Thought that was me, but no, that was my buddy. Now they've got control. This is gonna be so much tougher to take back. Oh. Especially when my rank is on the line. This is an intense moment here. But we push around, and there they go. Jump. They're gonna get me as soon as I turn back. I can try to take one out. I shouldn't have chased him onto that part, but, I was like, if I'm gonna die, take somebody down with me. Nobody's really safe to jump to. Focus, focus. Oh, this is so close. This is very, very close. Man, getting stuck on stuff. Trying to jump around here. Get in. Go. Look out for someone sneaking onto the one spot on the side. They're tracking me, so gotta be careful. Yeah, they're getting into spots that we don't want them in, like that side area. If they get in here and Kraken, that one not Dooley, what are they called? Yeah, what is it? Oh man, I can't even remember. It's right there. The weapon I never use until I haven't touched it in months. It's a ranged weapon, and he did the exact thing that I'm trying to remember, or was trying to say. If they do that, then we're done, because they're just going to pull in there with the Kraken and take us out. Squiffer, that's it. Okay, yeah, I was like, watch that Squiffer. He'll turn to a Kraken, wipe us, because we're all in one spot, and then they'll take it. And it happened. That's what we get for bunching up. I should have maybe tried to go around and mess with them more. Well, them's the breaks. I got a couple splats. Try my best there. Had some bad dips. We only lost 5 points. That's fine. All right. Let's try a different setup here. Maybe we'll get into private mode, and get more of you guys in. Get me some practice for doing ranked on my own later when I can completely focus on it. All right. So what am I gonna switch to? I'd like to get better with shooter weapons a little bit before the sequel arrives, but at the same time, I hate using a weapon that I'm not as good with when you guys are up against me. It doesn't matter for points, but it's tough to compete. Okay. Yeah, everyone's seeing the custom Jet Squelcher. It took me a little bit to remember there. Or no, what was I saying? The Squiffer is the one with the... Yeah, sorry. So many splatter shots, squiffers, squelchers, splatlings. What do we want to do here? So we just did Splat Zones. How about Rainmaker? That is actually the next rank mode up. And what's a good map for Rainmaker? I can let you guys decide if you'd like. Otherwise, I think maybe we'll just start on Piranha Pit. Trying to get people to jump in. Just weird how it hasn't filled up instantly. Maybe they don't know we're jumping into private yet. Alright. But yeah, weapons that I seldom use. It's something that I want to try to switch around when we're doing streams, but if I don't stick to one weapon and get good with it, I can never really get good enough to compete. So Gustavo, you're on one team. I don't recognize anyone else as being a top person, but I know a lot of these people are good. I know Olivia's pretty good. Alright, let's just try that. Team captain's there. Alright, I got on Gustavo's team. Should do okay, hopefully. Mr. A wants to see Anchovy games. Let's do that for tower control. Next match. And let me get a drink here between matches. Okay, so, yeah, Ice Knife saying, add me, I don't have any room. I know a lot of people want to jump in here, but we gotta wait until, I'm gonna clear it out next Saturday, next Splaturday, and we'll get new people in then, but for now, this is the group of 100 people that I got. Like some beacons down here, should probably have more than one. Get over quicker, and I can have a backup. We can get, trying to be careful and, watch where I'm going, but let's leave a... Oh, they are... Ah, man! I was like, someone's there, and I played it half, you know, half push, where I didn't go in there and take them out when I could have, and then they got me. I really have to be a little more aggressive with my attacks. I can't hang back and play defensively like I would in certain games, like Smash Brothers. Playing more defensively suits that character that I use in that Duck Hunt. But this game is like, I gotta get in there and get close, or I'm never gonna take anybody out. Man, this is a weird setup for Rainmaker. Everyone's over there, so I shouldn't even worry too much about what I'm doing here. Get this Kraken out. Get him, and then go. Ah, I got two. Okay, nice. I lost my Kraken, though. I gotta get a little more ink here. I don't know if we're gonna... Ooh, that beacon is still there. Oh, this is kind of not the best beacon to jump to right now. I was gonna jump to the other, but somebody else took it. So let me try to get back in here. Somebody else got that other beacon, so I'll put that one there. And then as soon as they start to move in here... Saw someone. There we go. Alright. Keep forgetting I can't get up on certain walls if they're tiled. If it's a bathroom wall, you can't get on there with your ink because it doesn't... The gunk doesn't stick to it. The ink mildew. Alright, I'll try to push in here and get my... Man, they were like... It felt like they were really far from me, but the roller, of course, stronger than the brush. Just not used to the range that it can kill me at, I guess. Alright, we're still doing fine. I gotta get my revenge on that brush, though. Or that roller. Took me out twice so far. Alright, here we go. Here we go. Wait for another one down here. Try to sneak around. Although, of course, anyone watching will be able to see me making my way over. Oh, gotta be more aggressive. Gotta be more aggressive with my attacks. There goes that roller. There goes the Kraken. I can hold him back. Here we go. Alright, good. I gotta remember that. Assert yourself with the Kraken when you're using the Octo Brush, because you can take him out. You can hold him back and take him out. Here we go. Alright, now this is the time to push and really try to stop these guys. Maybe lead a path. Oh, no. Ooh, I'm in a bad way. They're tracking me. Oh no, they got the Rainmaker right after I did that. And tried to move around into a good spot, and my whole team was like jumping and getting over into the bad area that we don't want them in. Oh no, get that guy, yeah. Who was that? I don't know, but I need to get out of here quick, because we're in enemy turf. Okay, oh, they got it. There we go, I got the roller. I'm moving in to stop that brush. So many, oh my gosh. Quad splat, can I do it in time? Before they come back. Go. And stomp her down. Yeah, all right. Well, I feel like maybe that made up for my ranked play last time. A four splat Kraken quad kill combo dunk attack. That's a special move. Phew. All right, 11 splats. Not too shabby. Oh, they had a couple of... It wasn't too bad. We had some, A and B on our side, too. Good finish there. Put that in my highlight reel. All right, let's get a new setup here. We're going... Oh, it's actually time for the maps to change. Everyone file out to the plaza. I mentioned last week that there's some rumors that the plaza here might turn into a map in Splatoon 2. That'd I don't know, it'd be interesting to see what they would have to change to make it its own map, but I'm kind of up for that idea. I think it would be really cool. Just doesn't seem like it would be something that the Inkopolis authorities would love. Kids running around in the plaza. Splatting ink all over. Okay, so we got, I think, yeah, it's Rainmaker right now in the new set, and it's Triggerfish and Mackerel. I don't think Port Mackerel is too often seen with Rainmaker, because it's really quick to win if you know what you're doing. I love that, yeah, his paintball mask goes well with that armor, but he's excited for Splatoon 2. Alright, so I mentioned Anchovy games. I should change my weapon, though, before we get into tower control here, because I don't think that's going to be the best. I do really like my sloshing machine. I hope it gets buffed. I've mentioned that before. What's a good... something with a wall. Trying to think of a good tower control set for me to try out. Maybe I will use... Isn't there one of the range blasters had a wall, if I remember right? Or no, I'm thinking of the Korokoro Splat Roller. What's a weapon we haven't used in a while? Oh, here we go. Let's use the Jet Squelcher. Let me see how this does. And we'll try that out. Because again, it's private. Private battle, we don't have to worry about losing rank or anything. Okay. So here we go. We are playing Anchovy games with tower control as the mode. And of course, if you have suggestions for... We'll do Splat Zones for the next one, but let me know what map you want to see. And CD says do public. Well, it doesn't matter which way, because you can, if you're on the friends list, you can join. Private matches only mean that it's only the friends list, but if we did public, then the only chance you'd have of joining would be if you just kind of random got in there. Let's try, these two seem like they're good. I recognize those names. Okay, let's do this. Got my wall, got my ink strike, maybe not the best for tower control, we'll see. And I'm trying a shooter weapon. But yeah, the lobbies fill up very fast, so try your best to jump in there. Public, if we just jumped into normal turf wars, I would get actual levels and experience, but less of you guys would join, so it's a trade-off there. And then Dylan wants to see Rainmaker and Salt Spray. Those matches, well, we had one last weekend that actually lasted quite a bit. It wasn't as over, I think that was like the last match of that stream, so maybe we'll try that again, but intense, but it didn't end as quick as some of the other maps in this mode. Rainmaker is really like, you can just destroy on this mode if your team is doing, they're doing the right stuff and working together well, then you're just like gonna win so fast. Somebody else has a wall. I double walled. Oops. I was trying to, set up a good barrier. I wonder if I could jump and... Oh! I tried to jump and throw it, but it was a little too slow there. I got the range here. I don't know why I'm an old-timey man talking about it. Got the range, yeah? Oh, jeez. Don't have the speed and aim to beat Tiller, though, with his Tentatech. But yeah, this is me. Again, if I want to play more holding, staying back away from the action to survive longer, this is maybe one of the weapons I should get into. But at the same time, not doing so well so far. Somebody's going to find their way up here. Leave a wall there. Try to get on my buddy's side here, and watch out. They're over there. Alright, Ink Strike. This is a good time to use it, because everyone's going to be moving towards the center. Try to get that tower. Let's look out. Where are they? They're on their way over. Throw that down. I'm trying to watch this other side, because I know someone is going to sneak up on us and just destroy our entire team if we're not careful. Oh, jeez. Tiller! Somebody saved me from Tiller's wrath. Sounds like a good game subtitle. But yeah, he was right in my face, and then I managed to actually take him out there. See if we can get on here and almost, ooh, almost. Keep this going. We're gonna have a nice vantage point and survive longer. There we are. Okay. Make sure no one sneaks up on us. Get my Ink Strike ready. Alright, they're all pushing in the center, I'm sure. That's where they're gonna start going. This is when we wanna move in and throw that up. Ah, jeez. My splash wall aim leaves a lot to be desired. There we go. Takes a lot of shots from this thing, though, is the only problem, to actually take someone down. But yeah, I don't know, I'm getting better splats. Splats to sploops ratio might be a bit better than previously with this setup. So maybe I should be using it more often. Alright, they're moving in. Send in my Ink Strike. Okay, go, 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 go. If I can land that on the tower, almost. Pretty close there, but not quite good enough. Man, they're right there. Get them! So close, but they're jumping all over the place. Are they up? Yep. So almost got him. Super Bro pushing in. He looks like he's joined the Inkopolis army with his beret and his cool jacket from I think it's like a World War II or like a mod period after World War II British jacket there, if I'm remembering right with that style. This is not maybe the best thing to do right here. Is jump down into the mix. I need to get out of here. Save me, wall. Redo. Alright, go, go, go. We're so close if we get a little bit more distance on them. We might not win by knockout, but we could potentially. There we go. Alright. We could potentially get this. Oh, that's not. Oh, man, I was like, man, I'm hitting a lot of people down there. No, that was the wall. Hitting somebody else's wall. Oh, I was tracking them. They're so quick, man. Look at them. Look at them go. Where'd they go? Are they waiting around and behind to try to sneak up on me? I really need to get in there on that tower, but I feel like this guy's just waiting for me back here. I didn't see him jump away. Oh no, he got out. Oh! This is close. Nope. Get him. Nope. If I hadn't thrown the wall, I probably couldn't take him out. I was like, man, the wall is, I got time to throw it out here, right? That'll slow him down. Give me time to actually aim. Doing a little better with this weapon, though. I don't know. Maybe the teams are just better balanced, but I'm actually liking this, despite it being something I seldom use. There we go. Yeah, I think it just helps. It helps with morale to not get splatted as much as I do when I use a close-range weapon. But I don't know. No, no, no! Landed the tower on there, but then Tiller jumped in. He's right there. He's gonna push. He's clearing the way for the tower. This is their time to get the distance and take it from us. Take the lead. No, no, Tiller! No, no, no! Ooh, jeez. Got saved. Had a Guardian Squid Angel there. Alright, go, 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 go. Get in on this. Jeez, jeez, jeez. We can hold this tower. Hold the tower, squids. Tiller's trying to push. I think we got that, didn't we? We had a little bit of distance. Okay. Man, maybe maybe some time with the Squelcher would be good for me. Getting used to this weapon a little more. I should check out the other sets, because I used the one with a more defensive setup with the wall. We got 4 splats, but not too bad. Tiller with 20. He's mopping up, but we still managed to win. Okay, so new group of squids here. And what was the suggestion? I think it was splat zones, but I'm trying to remember the map that people wanted to see. And then I'm going to look at the other Squelcher sets, because it seems like that might be good to try out. I'll go to the chat, of course. Tower control on Salt Spray, Craven wants to see. We'll do that in a second here, because we just did tower control. But let's do some other ones here. Pick random and use the very last weapon on your list. Yeah, that would be rough. It seems like it would be interesting, but at the same time, let me see. People want to see the E-Leader. I'm just going to go with, let's just do Camp, since I know that's a popular match already, or map already. And then, ooh, Tiller should be a captain, and then Gustavo. And let's try. I know Isaiah and a bunch of other people are really good too, though, but alright. I'm on the team with my buddy that just took me out a couple times. And let me look at the other Squelchers before we jump in. So we got one with the custom with the Burst Bomb and the Kraken. That's what we were up against in that ranked match. Japanese player using that, I think. And then the dual Squelcher, I don't think it has as much range if I'm remembering right, but it's got a little bit more fire rate. Yeah, not as much range, but a little bit beefier with how fast it fires. And then those are the only 2 of the normal. Let me try out because this is splat zones. It does actually seem like the one that I'm using would be good to stick with. Let's do another match with that and get into it here. Everyone should hopefully be ready. Jeremy using the Grim Range Blaster. That weapon I think was a little underrated when it came out with Sheldon's picks, but it's scary to see now because I know all the people using the Range Blaster are really good at keeping you out until it's, they take you out before you can even get close enough to do much, especially if I'm using something close range, like a brush. Trevor says, do you think we'll get more Nintendo Directs in the future for Switch features in other games? I'm sure we will. I would not be surprised if we get like an ARMS Direct, or even, some people were theorizing maybe the next week or so here we might get just a Direct that is talking about the Switch in general, like the online setups, or at least the base of that, and the menus and different, just how the Switch is going to work, I think, would be good for people to see before the system is even out, Although I did see some people say, when the Wii U launched, they definitely didn't communicate some of that as well as they could, because some people were playing the Wii U before they even knew what a lot of that stuff looked like. But man, we're pushing them back already. I don't know if it's good for me to get out of the zone here so fast, because they could easily come back and take it. But I'm gonna try to hold on and keep my wall going to protect my buddies. It's gonna be a very quick match if we keep them back. We'll see, though. Don't want to underestimate the other team. Yeah, if they get anywhere near that ramp, I should be able to hone in on them before they can take me out, unless they're using a charger. In that case. Oh, nice! I can even hit people up on that wall. This is the weapon of my dreams for this map, because I can actually hit people and not have to sneak all the way around to do any of that. And then, of course, I can use this Ink Strike when the time is right. Get him, get him, get him. There we go. Yeah, the range on this is like, I don't have to move as much as long as I'm protecting myself. I think it's definitely helping to have a team that is really good backing me up, but this is maybe the set for me on some of these modes. I need to try this more often. Okay, let's see. So we got a knockout there. It could be the problem might be that we got some of the yeah, we got Isaiah, Tiller, and Jeremy all in one, and oh no, we got a bunch of the B rankers got on one team, which I think mixing everybody up and having them balanced is obviously the way to go. So I feel bad for the other team there. That wasn't as balanced as it could be. Okay, tower control, or no, not tower control. Rainmaker. Rainmaker on, what was the match or map that we want to see with that? Let me just check the chat here. Dalen wants to see a roller. We could switch to that next. And what's a good map for Rainmaker? Because we've done a few of them. Alpha Star wants to see Splat Zones on Walleye. Next time we get around to Splat Zones, I think we're going to tower control on Salt Spray, was the request before. What map haven't we seen in a little bit? Well, this is the one going right now. Port Mackerel. How about, let's try Arowana. This is a tough point for me, unless someone has one in the chat. Port Mackerel. Okay, let's do, Brooks says Port Mackerel. I was going to say, Arowana is a map that I have never been very good with. And Tiller on one, and maybe Jeremy on the other. Okay, let's try that out. But yeah, I've had a lot of struggles with Arowana because of playing close range weapons, and I think maybe this is gonna change things a little bit using this set. I didn't think I was gonna. I've used this before, but it's, yeah, I think there were so many sets to try back when they were all, each week or so we were getting a new thing, that I think I discounted the squelchers that were already in the game, and the dual squelcher, yeah. That one I think was a little more popular at the time, but definitely trying to defend a zone like the Splat Zones. This is a good set for that. Okay, so yeah, again, if you wanna add me, I think the request stuff is all filled up, but I will clear it out next Saturday, and we will have a brand new list of 100 of you guys join in. So that'll be, around this time. I tend to like to do it in the evening when I've got, everything set up. I've had time to have my coffee and food. I'm energized. And 8:30 is my time on East Coast. I know it doesn't work for everybody, but it works for me to have the two map rotations. If we want to do, actual turf wars and stuff with real people out there, not real people, but with people that are getting me points, basically getting experience and points, then it is good to try to have right on that cusp of changing. Can I get in and take this guy out before he gets too far? Here we go. Didn't stop his killer whale. But yeah, I'm just trying to focus on the Rainmaker, so I'm messing my words up. But you guys know what I mean. 8:30, the maps change at 9, so it's like, ooh, jeez. I got a, was that a Squiffer or a Bamboozler? And then we get 2 sets of maps, so that's what I was gonna say. Trying to take them out. They're going that way. We can stop them, slow them down. Here comes another one of these to protect us, and then Ink Strike. Oh no! Ah! I got it off. You know, I sent it before I died, though, at least. Kind of pushed him towards us, which might not be the best, but I tried. Oh, can I get in there? Did we lose someone? Because it looks like we're down a player or something. Trying our best to survive, though. Ooh, trying to get this wall in for my buddy. Ah, no! He was behind the wall, and I think I was shooting the Rainmaker shield rather than a person. I think we might have lost somebody, because it looks like we've got a permanently dead Inkling. We'll have to see. This could really turn the match in a bad direction here. We'll see. Who's going around that way? You're gonna get inked if you try. Got a little more range. Yeah, having more range than certain weapons, I'm not used to that. It's kind of crazy. Oh, I'm gonna back it up a little. Try to get this Ink Strike in there. Oh, they're really pushing in, aren't they? There we go. Okay. Stop him, stop him. Ooh. Get him, get him, get him. Ugh, man. So close to getting him there, and they're gonna get this Rainmaker here. Probably no problem with the way we're set up with having somebody lost. Someone's around that side, I'm sure. Just waiting for us to pop out to take us down. Okay, here comes the strike. Hopefully that'll slow somebody. There we go! Yeah, I peeked out from my wall, which was not the best strategy when you got an Inkzuka there, but it seems like, ooh, it worked out. Took him out just in time to get them before they could do too much. Yeah, I like this setup, having a cover, having some range. Definitely feels like, ooh, the way to go. Somebody's right here, aren't they? Covering one of these little corridors with the wall and then trying to get the Rainmaker down another one. Ah! No! I didn't throw my wall out fast enough, or it might have been still on the other side. Tiller's gonna move in, maybe take it out before we can... Oh no! Yeah. Losing a guy is tough, but we're fighting for our lives here. We're really fighting. Try to get around. So I can block the one side. Yeah, using my wall to block a side can sometimes help. At the other end of the, logic there is that it's making me not able to use it when I need it to protect myself. Jeez, this is rough. We got Inkzukas, we got Chargers, we got so much stuff to deal with on top of having to try to get the Rainmaker anywhere near their spot. Oh, jeez, he was right there. What the? Oh, he had a wall. I was like, man, I hit him a lot. Look at that Squiffer. No, no, no. Jeremy. Get him. No. Get him, get him. I was like, I'd just fire in that general platform section and maybe we'll stop him in time. All right, time to slow these guys down a little. Go. Yeah, there we go. For that wall. And they're gonna charge us if we're sitting there. Got a lot of Chargers on their side. One's just a Squiffer, or the Bamboozler, sorry. Mixing those up. Yeah, we're, despite having 3 players, we are battling for our life here. Come on. Alpha. Ay, ay, ay. Alpha. Nope. Jeez. Tiller. Well, that was a losing battle, but we still fought to the bitter end, so good job, Yellow Team. We didn't get knocked out, surprisingly, despite 3 on 4. But who did we lose there? It was really early on. Seemed like it might have been CJ. Yeah, that was rough. And then they had an A, so it kind of, I don't know, bounced out a little bit, but... Okay. So, Frosty said, this game is so radical. Very appropriate term for the time of the, 90s GAC aesthetic. But it is getting out, yeah, Splatoon 2, they talked about how they're kind of updating a little bit. I noticed the Inklings don't have headphones that are over their head. They have the kind of wraparound, which is my preferred headset style, because then it's not sitting on my head and squeezing my brain. So let's see. We just did, what was that, Rainmaker. Let's finish up with tower control. And then it was Splat Zone, or not Splat Zone, Salt Spray was what people wanted to see. And this is kind of the setup we had last time when we closed, so it'll be fitting. A little bit of symmetry for the last stream or whatever. Okay, and then, how are we gonna do this? I think Santi and Super Bro maybe on different teams, and then hopefully this works out. Julie and CJ. It's very tough to remember who's on what kind of setup. All right, I'm gonna, since we're finishing up, I'd like to try a different set because mixing it up would be good for the final one. Maybe I'll try, using the set that I was just using. This is kind of similar, but maybe even more powerful than 96 Gal. I did use, that's why I'm kind of taken to the Jet Squelcher, because I did use the 96 Gal a lot, in Splat Zones especially, when the game was a little bit, fresher back in the day, a couple years ago. But that definitely got me in rank, up a few ranks. I think it's been nerfed since then, but we'll see how I do with it, because it does have some decent range. Matthew is Super Bro, nice to see you, buddy. Alpha Star hanging out in the chat. I see a lot of people that are playing, but also chatting. I appreciate it. You guys have a lot of brain power to be able to, to quickly do both and get back into the game. All right, you guys, you're on the way. If you're doing videos, if you're not already, you can dedicate a portion of your brain to talking and also playing. There you go. All right, there's Alpha Star. Let's see if we can get in here. This is not one you usually see in ranked mode too often, because I believe it's one of those things where the map is so short or so easy to blitz that they stopped putting it in the rotation. Just saw someone there. Yeah, this thing doesn't, I don't think it fires as fast as the Squelcher, but it doesn't seem too bad. It's gonna be pushing through, right? Oh, they have a wall. I'm always like, I'm hitting them. Nope. I'm just getting their wall, and maybe slowing them down a little bit, but not stopping them. Where are they? They're gonna push in here in just a second. They got that going. Oh wait, we got it. Okay. This might be a good time to move in with the Kraken. Oh man, it bounced off. I'm gonna try to Kraken, because they're all focused on the tower. They might not see me on the way here. Here we go. Oh, out of here. Go! Just barely. I saw the ink fly where I was on, where I was standing there. Okay, ooh, this is the goal. Try to move in here. See if we can slow them down a little bit. They're gonna try to push onto the tower here before we're too far. Oh, there we go. Outranged him a little bit. That worked out. Somebody moving over there. Somebody moving up here for me to. There we go. There's people up there, though. I need to get that. I need to get up there. I don't know. Maybe I should hang out down here and just try to cover the tower area. Probably would help. Ooh! Get him, get him! Yeah, there we go. Ah, they took the tower back, though. Or at least we fell off of it. Okay, jump to me, buddy. You're safe. Jump into my arms, Mr. Bungle. I have my my Kraken. If we're not careful, though, they're gonna get up above us and get me. Ooh, why did I jumping around here? Yeah, they're probably pushing the tower more with me not. Oh, okay. I'm really trying to keep on this area so that when the tower comes through, I guess I should abandon it. Try to get up there. Oh, where are they? Where are they? Jump on over and watch it. Oh my gosh. We're going around this way. And they're going to be here soon. There they are. Should keep on the tower. I shouldn't be jumping off. Just trying to really defend this thing and not get taken out. Ah! I probably could have used that time to just, stay on the tower and keep it going. Alright. Gotta make this one count. This is our last match of the night. Thank you guys again for joining. If you want to leave a like, I really appreciate it. Still having a lot of fun with this game despite the excitement for the sequel and everything. It's one of those setups where I'm excited for the sequel, but the first game is so good that I want to keep playing it, and it's good to practice. So that doesn't happen too often with me for games. Usually the sequel will very quickly make me want to switch over to that and not mess with the original anymore, but this is still very fun and definitely a unique setup we don't see in much other games out there. It is, yeah, there's some similar stuff, but nothing quite like it. Ah! The Inkzuka, I think, got me. Oh no, they hit me with a slosher. Alright. Thought they took me out with the Inkzuka. We might not get the... I need to recenter. We might not get the knockout, but if we can at least get a finish here that is strong. Gotta be careful, because they're all up there. No. Trying to hit them like that. Not gonna work too hot. Where are they? Where are they? Oh no, the tower's going back. Okay. Don't have to worry too much about... Nope! Man! I was trying to get on that, and you just hit me. What a jerk. No. CJ. No respect for me trying to get on the elevator. I was a little distracted. I gotta be more aware of what's happening around me. That's where I died. Alright, they took the tower. Ooh. Maybe I should go that way. The bottom side, not as much of a threat to the tower, if we're watching it well enough. Jeez. What is that? What blaster is that? 'Cause that has a lot of range. Speaking of... Oh! Knock him off! Knock him off! Ugh, he's a Kraken! No! Ah! They're pushing in. They might get this last push. That was really weird. The bubbler, like, I think the people like flashed and jumped back. They are making their last stand here. They're making their push. Do I want to put that? That's not the right spot. Oh, they got it. Okay, I think we took it. And that is it. Not a crazy knockout finish, but it was scary there at the end. Thanks for watching, of course. I appreciate everybody tuning in each week or watching later. And I think I'm going to jump in, if you're watching this live, I'm going to jump into Neo on PS4. If you haven't watched that, kind of a Dark Souls-esque game, but set in Japan. I had a lot of fun with that. I did a big stream. And if you want to join in with that, I will continue it here very soon. So thanks again, and I'll see you guys next week for more Splaturday Night Live. Goodbye.